Okay, question for the day. What do you do when you can't sleep? What's your sleep remedy? Did your grandmother teach you something? I don't know. Suck on a daisy and turn around 3 times, whatever. Question of the day, being serious. Question of the day, what is your sleep remedy, or what do you do when you can't sleep? Because I had a total, I like do tracking apps on my phone. I love tracking things on my phone, apps, heart rate, works out and stuff. But I slept 4 hours and 10 minutes last night, and when I'm awake, I can't sleep again. So yeah, not great. I got up, I checked all of Instagram, I watched 2.5 NBA games, and now it's now. Now I'm gonna go to work. I can work, I can function like this, but fuck, it'd be nice to get more than 5 hours, eh? For a change. Um, what is happening today? So, as soon as I'm done with this, food's packed off to the office, work. I'm leaving there by 10:45. I have a meeting with the guys from Indelicate Clothing. From there, I've got a meeting, coffee shop time first, and a meeting up in Melville, Auckland Park area. Then back home, training, and probably try and get to bed at 6 tonight, considering that's it. Yeah, it's not great. Yo, lack of sleep. You feel like hungover but not, and like slow but not. It's a very strange thing. But we can do this. What else? What else? What else? Training yesterday was really good. Getting back into a nice rhythm, which is cool. I found, but what's this pork cabanossi, but like a chili pork cabanossi. Oh my goodness, it is delightful. I only bought a small packet. Have to go and get more. Um, the dogs are playing their food politic games again. What else? Yeah. So I've told you guys my first trip's confirmed. Svalbard more than likely not happening this year. I'm a bit miffed with that. Not happy. But hey, it is what it is. So possibly two next year back to back. So I might be doing two back to back, as in do one trip, come back for one day and longer, but not even a night. Arrive the morning, spend the day, leave the evening with a new group. And then dates for 2023 is already sorted. So at least it's something to look forward to. I I'm still wondering now with all these vaccines and things rolling out, how close are people to actually changing their mind about travel? I must be honest, I haven't looked at all the airline regulations and stuff the last while, but there was all kinds of mixed messages. So one country says this, the other country you're going to says that. The airline says this, the airport says that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to travel again in different shapes and forms. Looking at a trip to Clarence, stunning little town in the Lesotho Highlands on the South African side. Really, really nice. Cape Town is calling big time. I need to get there. And content, yes, but also just like maybe just a bit of food for the soul, if you know what I mean. Just kind of go there. The nature, the mountain, the wine farms, and beach, everything is just really cool. So I sat yesterday with the team and kind of looked at dates and things for us to get down there and to go to Clarence. We're also going to go to Nelspruit and do the Wild ITV thing of going to lodges and guest houses, creating content for them, helping with social. So that's all happening. Um, and then this morning when I couldn't sleep, I think about everything. I solved all the world's problems and I created problems the world didn't have up here. So I was thinking about, I mentioned a couple of days ago, stories from North Island. So way back, for just over a year, just short of a year, I managed guest relations for North Island and Seychelles. So wilderness property. It was at the time second most expensive hotel room in the world. So you got some interesting guests. People like, I mean, Tom Hanks, the Royals, Bono, Richard Dreyfuss, and then one of those interesting guys I met there was a guy called, I know him as DJ Eli Reifman. He was a guy from Israel, I think, tech guy. He was like the Israeli Bill Gates or some shit like that. But he was a DJ, so I still have his music like a DJ. So in the evenings, he would go DJ at clubs. He came on his own and he stayed for 30 days in those days. So I guess he needed a break. But, I mean, the stories from this place as well. I mean, the lodge industry is one thing, travel's another. But North Island, when you put a place like that together. So there's one I thought about this morning, and I shit you not, this is no pun intended. You'll see why. Um, so North Island, 11 villas. It's 4.5 or 4 by 1.5 kilometer island. That's it. That's the whole thing. And so you can only chopper in, right? So the guests would chopper in, and they would arrive. So they would have their butler assigned to each villa, who would wait for them at the main area. Someone from guest relations, like myself, would fetch them in the golf cart. Hey, how's it going? While you're taking them to the main area, you tell them the history of the island. You figure out as much as you can about them. In those days, we didn't have as much Google as we do now. And then when you get to the main area, you go and introduce them to the dive master in the dive shop, then to the restaurant, to the head chef, then to the sommelier in the wine area. And you show them the main area, right? Then you hand over to the butler, and they would go off and they would explore their villa, and they settle in from there. So guest relations was responsible for doing their like daily activities and like just, do you want to dive? Do you want to swim? Do you want to have wine? Whatever. And I'll also tell you another time about the service levels, because North Island is a place where you weren't allowed to say no from a service. So people would say, hey, can you please, and this is real, can you please get a guitar for this is an old guy asked me once, can I please get him a guitar for his like granddaughter who's all with him on the island? This is Sunday afternoon in the Seychelles. Absolutely. What color would you like? And then we got to damage control that shit. Made it happen. Different story. So anyway, on this particular day, there's two couples, I think it was Russian, two couples checking in, obviously wealthy, and from what I could tell, kind of new money, right? And they arrive. So there's these two couples, and one couple has I think she's about a 4, maybe 5-year-old daughter. So the guys spent the majority of their time, in the spa and drinking vodka on the beach. So the main area was like, if I sit at my desk, right? Hey, Jackson, if I sit at my desk at guest relation, all open plan, right? So where I'm sitting, facing this way, in front of me is like the shop and the library area. Then it goes around the dive area, and it's open to my side. And people over here, that's where the beach is. And then behind me, the restaurant and the wine area and so on. But in front of me, there's this massive square, probably like of lawn, like 50 by 50 meters. It's huge. Jackson. And in the middle of it, there's this monster fig tree. Beautiful, beautiful. So when people arrive from their villa, they would come with their golf cart, park on the other side of the lawn. They would walk across. Now, normally, one of guest relations would walk up to them. Hey, good morning, John. How's it going? Did you sleep well? What are you doing today? Can I get you anything? And you kind of just be their host type thing, right? Until they get to the main area, you hand them over and off they go to the chef or whatever. Now, these Russians did not speak much English. And like I said, the two guys, most mornings, they'll be in the spa first thing and then on the beach. The two women were like swimsuit illustrated. This is next level shit, right? But they didn't speak much English. So spoke to the management and stuff at the time and said, you know what, I can meet them halfway, but we don't talk much. It's kind of pointless. And also, it was good sitting at the desk watching them walk to think Baywatch in slow motion. Different discussion. Anyway, so this particular morning, we decided that it's cool. They were there for a week or so. That on the last day, or like after the first couple of days, it's like, cool, I can just meet them when they get here because there's really no point. Morning, university, you eat, whatever, right? Universal English. It's not that bad. So on this particular morning, they come walking. So they park in the buggy, their golf cart, they park it over there, and they start walking. Now, the two, they've already got their bikinis on. I think it was a bikini. It's that small, but they have them on. And they're holding, the little girl's walking between them, holding their hands, yeah, like a kid walks. And she was obviously swimming at the villa in their private pool, and she wasn't wearing anything. So that's fine. I mean, there's 11 guests. It's basically a private island. So they come walking towards me. So looking at this, and they come walking closer. They come past the fig tree. It's like, morning, and they kind of wave, look around. Now, I kid you not. I still can't wrap my head. So they're about 10 meters from me now, right? Walking across this grass plain. Like I said, two beautiful women, long blonde hair, very small bikinis, great bodies. And then they've got this little girl in between them, right? She's happy. She's swinging and she's doing a thing. Then, not 10 meters from where I'm sitting at my desk, she stops. Well, they all stop. The little girl goes into a full squat position because kids can do good squat positions. She takes a dump on the lawn. She stands up. Both these women look at it and they walk past. I'm like, so now, how do you say to someone, please don't let your kids shit on the lawn in Russia? I don't know these things. So I literally, in complete disbelief, look at them. They walk past me. morning. That's about as the extent of our conversations. Morning. And I'm like, and they just walk past, they go to the beach and they settle in. So now I'm like, they're on the beach, there's the lawn. There's the kids' shit is now on the lawn. And they have zero issue, none, nothing. So now what do? I'm in guest relations. So the only thing I could do is pick up the phone and phone maintenance and said, please come and deal with this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's one of like 500 stories. It is literally, you cannot believe some of the stuff that happens at lodges and at hotels like this behind the scenes. But I'm going to tell you about them. Anyway, bad memory. Anyway, I've got to get going. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to take my food, get in the car, drive to the office, and get some work done. And again, question of the day. What sleep remedies do you have for me? What can I do when I don't sleep? Just lay it on me. Just give me everything. Right. 2 sips of coffee. I'm out of here. My name is Gerry from Walt and I. See you later. Bye.